Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top 5 new comics for October 12th and 13th of 2021. I am, as always, Chris. We got some good books for you this week, but before we do that, remember, everybody, to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below. I always appreciate it. Now we're done with that. Let's start with Batman, the Imposter, number 1. This is written by Writer-Mattson Tomlin with art by Art-Andrea Sorrentino. So, Batman. I haven't talked about Batman in a minute. At least I don't think I have. I love Art-Andrea Sorrentino's art. I've been a big fan of his for a long time. So anything he does, I usually check out. And we've got a decent little story, looks like, here. So Writer-Mattson Tomlin is a director and screenwriter. He's done a lot of stuff in Hollywood, and now he's going to write comics. This seems to be something that's happening more and more in our comics world. But the basics of this is real-life Batman. What if Batman was real? Obviously, I always joke about these stories a little bit, because what if Batman was real? He'd be dead on day one is what would happen. But that aside, everybody wants to come in and do their what if Batman was real, a little more gritty and realistic version of Batman story, and I'm all for it. If you can tell a good story, you can tell a good story. But I like Andrew's art. The story's enough to get me in the door, and I haven't read a Batman thing in a while, it feels like, other than cartoon Batman. I love the animated series comic out right now, but so yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and I know it's going to be pretty, if nothing else. And I look forward to it. Whenever we got a screenwriter coming in too, or someone from TV, or someone from outside of our life field, whatever you want to call it, I always find it a little interesting to check out how they do inside of our world. Comics are obviously different, and as I've talked with some people on our podcast that have done both, and they feel like comics reinvigorate their creativity a little bit and give them a little more freedom. So maybe that's the case here, maybe not. That's just what I've seen. But enough of that. Let's move on to Justice League Last Ride number 6. This is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Art-Miguel Mendonca. This has been an amazing series. This is the finale of the series, though. So if you've never read Last Ride, probably a bad time to jump on, but I'll just say it's an awesome series. We're in the future. The Justice League's been disbanded, but they have to come back for one last run, everybody. And it leads them back to Apocalypse, as it always does. And it's just been a really great series. Chip is just one of the best, if not the best writer out there right now. And he's done an amazing job with this alternate universe, alternate future story he's got going on. So everybody should be reading this one. Don't really have a whole lot new to say about that. After that, I've got Star Wars, The High Republic, Trial of Shadows, number 1. This is written by Daniel Jose Older with art by David Wachter. So I have absolutely loved everything in The High Republic. The High Republic novels have been phenomenal. High Republic comics have been phenomenal. The High Republic is so good. If you're a Star Wars fan, you're someone who likes the old Star Wars, that's maybe a little turned off by the new trilogy, maybe a little disenfranchised by everything, the High Republic, go check it out. Look it up. It's been a lot of fun. We get away from a lot of the BS of Star Wars. We don't have to worry about a Skywalker. It's just Jedi's doing Jedi shit. But we're in a time where there's mostly peace, and obviously an evil has to come to ruin that peace. And that's kind of where the High Republic starts. And in this one, it's a Jedi outpost with a private eye mystery twist to it. So what I'll say is, I mean, when you do crime noir or mystery, I'm always intrigued. I'm a big mystery fan, big crime noir fan. and big Star Wars fan. Combine the two, I'm in. But if it says High Republic on it, I recommend it. I haven't read anything bad yet, and it's just been a lot of fun for any Star Wars fans. So yeah, Trial of Shadows should be good. After that, we got E.T.E.R. #1. This is written by Dan Panosian and Jeffrey McComsey, with art by Javier Pulido and Shawn Crystal. So this is a book that was on Webtoons for a little while. I checked out like the first one to see how I liked it, and I was like, I'll wait for it to come out in full, and then I'll give my money to it. And it was one of the many books that was supposed to come out when COVID started, and I got delayed, and finally we're going to get it. So I like that first chapter I got to read. It's right in the title, Aliens ER. It's a medical drama with intergalactic sci-fi adventure. It was what I read of it. That first chapter was a lot of fun, and I look forward to more. And I like AWA is putting out some interesting stuff. I'm reading a few of their books and really enjoying them. And what I like about this one is it seems to be a one-shot. Like, it's just going to be the one-and-done story. Maybe they do more later on, maybe they don't, but you know you're going to get a full story with this one issue, which I like. I want more one-shot stories. I want more one-shot adventures in this world. So, yeah, check out ETER. I think it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to end it with one I'm super excited about. No One Left to Fight 2, #1. This is written... I don't have the writers here. I feel bad. Oh, written by Aubrey Sitterson with art by Art-Fico Ossio. So, if you haven't read the first volume of this, go read the first volume. The idea is, at least this is how I envision it. I'm not going to put any words in the creator's mouths, but it's basically what if Goku retires and becomes an old man and then has to go back out and visit his old friends, and one of his old enemies, Cell, comes back and wants to fight. And Goku is basically won. Like, there's been peace, but then this villain comes back. And it's a cool extension to a fandom of mine, Dragon Ball Z, that I absolutely love. And I believe the artist has done like a bunch of Street Fighter comics and other stuff. And every review I read about the first volume was this love letter to DBZ and Street Fighter. So that makes complete sense, knowing the artist and knowing what I feel to be what the story is. So if you like that Dragon Ball Z universe, I think this is going to be a cool little story for you to go in with that fandom and get maybe a little bit more out of it than some. I also got to say the art altogether, the team, pencils are phenomenal. Obviously, it's got that bulky Street Fighter look, but the world that's created here through the colors, it's very, very bright and a lot of pink and purple. And if you follow me long enough, when you get those unique colors out, I'm in. And I love the first volume of the series. I can't talk enough good things about it. I hope it keeps going and continues to be awesome. So I think that everybody should check this one out. And I believe if you are a digital comics fan, the first volume is super cheap on like Comixology. So definitely go check that out and then buy this issue because it's going to be great. That's all, everybody. That's it. We're done. We got them all 5. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out the podcast Forge Comic News that I do every week. This week we interviewed Megan Huang. It was Huang. Bad with Asian names, and I apologize to the Asian community about that. But she's done this book over at Dark Horse, speaking of Dark Horse, called Rangers of the Divide. We talk about that for a little bit. She's a really lovely person. She's an amazingly talented artist and done some really cool stuff throughout the industry. So definitely go check that one out. And we do that show every week. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And those interviews are also available on the YouTube as well if you prefer YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching this week. And I will see you all here next week.